going to start with this. You know, it's been a while since I've done a video update. So, I'm going to start with the latest. So we pulled the heads off the engine, and everything looks pretty good. Because it's a little dark on top, which is fine. I can clean those up. I'm going to get new rings for those. We had one over here, number 4, had some water down in the cylinder, so I'm going to have those turned. You know, it is what it is. The seal was leaking. I knew this when I bought the bike. The guy said it was leaking. So there's some rust down on the cylinder. Come over here, I'll show you the rust down on the cylinder. I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. See the rust down on that cylinder. But all the rest of them look really good. Not too bad. 2 bolts on the 2 bolts over here on the there's one right there. You can see it. One broke off there, and one broke off down in that sleeve down there. So I'm going to clean this up. It's going to get painted black again, but it's going to get painted black right this time. I'm going to clean this all up, send it out to the machine shop, both these pieces. Have those 2 bolts pulled out of that one, and have both these pieces leveled. Should get a better seal. Should get a little bit higher compression on them by the time it's done. Have bottom and top leveled. That's a sleeve that's in there. So I'll probably just turn that. I don't know. Maybe replace it. I don't know. I'll try turning it, and if it doesn't work, I'll replace it. Just to get the rust out of there. Do 60-40 on that. So that's where we are with the engine. It's been a long time since I've done an update. There's been a lot going on, so not with the bike, with my life. So, but anyway, neither here nor there. I'm not going to tear the engine down much more than this. It's just the heads. I got to clean all this crap off of here because this is getting painted too. It's getting repainted black. I'm going to primer it and paint it black. Whoever did it before didn't even primer it. They just spray painted it. So it's going to get painted black. No big deal. Looks pretty good though. Now we've got some more covers over here that I've been working on. There's the crankshaft cover. Nice little old school gas cap that I engraved. And there's the oil pan cover that I engraved. Look really nice. I haven't put the paint in them yet. I'll put paint in them and seal them off. And there's the old starter cover. I pounded out that dent right there. It doesn't look too good. I may have to work on that a little bit. I did primer it and paint it, but I may have to work on that a little bit to get it flatter. I don't really like it. It's okay, but you know, it's an old beater, but I want it to look nice. And various little pieces in here I've cleaned up. There's the engine mounts, rear wheel guides in there. Working on this piece here. I'll be cleaning it up completely and engraving it as well. Once it's done, it'll look like the other ones, similar to the other ones. It's got a good theme going on. Here's the frame. Chopped a lot of it off. A lot of holes in the original welds. You can see right here. A little fuzzy. There we go. You know, I still got a little tweaking to do on that. Got it pretty good cleaned up. Smoothed out some lines in it. Little Bondo. I don't really want to use Bondo on it, but it looks like I really don't have much of a choice. As badly as it was originally done. Got this all cleaned up. That's nice and smooth. I mean, it looks rough right here, but actually that's real nice and smooth. That's just a grind mark. So those front pegs are coming off there. I'm doing new front pegs on it completely. They're getting forward control, so I'll have a link up to the rear brake right there from the front. But I'll leave the rear pegs. The pegs will be right in here, or right here. The rear pegs will be right there. So I'll leave the rear pegs on there because I am going to do a extended pad for, you know, just for a passenger that's removable. So It's a small bike, so it's not really going to have too many people on it. Well, I'm not going to ride 2 people on it too often anyway. There's a rear fender, all cleaned up, nice. Got some, well, it's kind of hard to see because it's all dark. There we go. Got some JB Weld in there for that. Was the original tail light on it. And actually, I think I'm going to end up putting the tail light back on that, because I bought the tail light not too long ago. There's a tank. Get an idea. I don't know if you can see the flames on there or not. I soapstoned the flames on it. Yeah, there you go. You can see a little bit of it. So I soapstoned some flames on there just for an idea, just to see how it was going to look. See them there, just a little bit sticking up out of there. So I soapstoned some flames on there just to see how it was going to look. I still got to buff this thing really good, because those flames will be bare metal. Everything else will be black, and then the flames will be bare metal with a white outline. So, which would be really nice. Here's a valve cover. It's going to be painted black too, and there's the breather. It's already painted. So, another piece over here, the chain cover and the transmission cover. It's going to get engraved as well. So, we got here. We got, well, that's the neutral engage in the petcock. But here we have new controls already, and handlebar grips. Nice, looks like a giant dildo, but nice handlebar grips. Won't look that way when it gets on the bike. New stator. Brand new stator right there. $24. Nice. That's the old seat pan right there. I don't think I'm going to have a seat pan. I bought seat pan and shocks from Chopper Shocks in Las Vegas, Nevada. So it'll have seat pan and chopper shocks on it. And I'm going to pause for a second because I can get the carburetor. The carburetor is completely rebuilt. But I'm going to get the carburetor and I'll put this on. I'll put it on here too. And as I said, here is the beautiful carburetor. Now this thing's rebuilt all the way from the ground up. I bought a carburetor kit for all 4 of these, and it was the wrong carburetor kit. So be careful if you have one of these bikes like this. Make sure you get the right carburetor kit. I had to go up to the local Suzuki shop and pick up O-rings for this. I basically cleaned everything in this whole thing. All the needles, seats, valves, everything has been replaced in this. Or not replaced, but cleaned. Cleaned very, very good. Painted the float bowls black. Hand cut the float bowl seals, gaskets, because they don't, I couldn't find any of the float bowl gaskets anywhere. So I hand cut the float bowl gaskets, no big deal. Take a little Vaseline, throw it on the bottom of the float bowl, stamp them onto the gasket paper, and then draw it out, and then cut out the centers, and then cut out the outer edge after you're done. Not real hard. The choke was stuck after I got done on this, but and I don't know why. Maybe just had a little bit of junk down in there, but now the choke's working. Everything else works. Really good. I'm going to flip it over here real quick so you can see the pistons in this thing. I don't know what the hell they're called. But the diaphragms. So these are and you remember what they looked like before. I remember some of them were stuck. Bam. 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 All 4 of them good compression. Excellent compression for pumping gas. So we're doing really well. Carburetor's done. That's why it's boxed. So I'm not even going to pull that one out of the box until it's build day. I won't even have to pull it out for mock. There's no reason to. So talk to the paint guy. I'll be doing paint here pretty soon. Be doing paint on the frame, well, powder coat frame. So we're doing powder coating on the frame. I'm going to finish the tank and fender. Oh, probably within the next week. Frame, tank, and fender will probably be finished within the next week. Today is the 29th of September. So I'll probably finish these within the next, well, maybe 2 weeks, within the next 2 weeks, because I got some other stuff I got to do. So then I'll be working on the engravings on that piece, and that piece probably within the next couple of days, I'd imagine. I got to mock out what I'm going to do on that one and mock out what I'm going to do on that one. But again, it will be similar to this piece right here. So try to work with gears, and then I might end up reiterating that chaos wheel again somewhere else. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But try to work with gears. Should go really well with the flames that are going to be on the tank in the back there. These will be aluminum. They'll have a little black like in here. They'll have a little black right here. And the gears will be set black as well. So the only thing that will be shiny will be the tribal work and the outside edges and anything that's smooth. Same thing with this, although this is not. This is all silver. Sorry. This is all silver, and the sides are all silver. Oh, the black goes inside there. And the gas cap I'm not touching at all. I'm just going to clear coat that. I got to buff some scratches out on it. Not big of a deal. Again, that need to pound it out. I don't want to go over everything all over again. There's still a lot of work to do on this engine yet. I got all this cleaning to do. The starter's laid on there, right there. Wiring harness. Yeah, what a mess. Here's the wiring harness right here. So I'll pull off some things off of there. I've got the regulator here. It's got to be pulled off of it. I need to clean that up. A few other things got to be pulled off of it because I need them. Relay, fuse box. I don't know if I'm going to use that fuse box or not. This ignition's shot. Look at that ignition. It's horrible. Looks like it's 20 years. Or it looks like all of 40 years old. Of course, the bike is a 1978, so just shy of 40 years old. Still haven't touched the pipes. Still haven't touched the rear wheel or the front wheel. I haven't done any of that yet. Still haven't touched the handlebars. They're laying on the ground over there. I've got to clean those before paint because those will be powder coated as well. But I've got some mock to do on those. The control clamps are wider than those bars, so I'll have to put some sleeves on there to widen up where they're going to be. I haven't touched the brakes. There's the front brakes still. I've got the camshafts in there, in here. Camshafts are in there all nice and wrapped up. They don't need anything. They're fine. Of course, those controls are gone. Seat's gone. Don't need for that. Chopper shocks. Them things are going to be badass. Ride like a damn Softail after it's done. Replacement for the tack and the Speedo. That's laying right there. Got those replaced. Taillights and taillights are on the way. Blinkers are on the way for the back. I am not putting blinkers on the front. I'm just going to put them on the back. Headlight I have yet to get. Damn things are expensive. Alright. So that's where we're at. I got to mock everything back up. Mock everything back up and set the seat once it comes in. Set the pan once it comes in. You got my bars over here for the seat, or for the pan. I don't know if I want to do 3-inch or 2-inch. Just depends on how much I want to do. This is the height of the bar of the gas tank. So this thing right here will sit somewhere in here, like so. And the gas tank mounts to the front right there, where that one hole is, not where the 2 frickin' holes are. And I don't know why there was 2 holes in there. Somebody put a couple extra holes in there. But it sits on that one hole, and then the back sits on this. So I'm not. Well, I'll put a pan right here probably. I think the tank actually set like right in here. So that's where that'll sit. And then the seat connects, the swivel part of the seat connects here, and then the rest of it connects back here somewhere. So I've got to figure out whether I want to do a bar or a plate. I'd rather do a bar than a plate. Rather leave that open as much as possible, but I do have to have somewhere to mount the regulator, the fuse box, the resistors. If I have to put anything on, again, I'm wiring this whole thing myself, so we won't be using that wiring harness over there. Everything will be run, because honestly all I've got on this thing is the blinkers, the lights, the engine, and the horn, and that's it. There's nothing else to be wired on this bike. There's no need for a heavy duty wire harness like this over here. There's no need for all that crap. No need for all that crap. There's too much on there. The bike originally had all kinds of other crap. You know, it's got start and stop. Of course, this one will have a start and stop too, so I have to wire that as well into the ignition. But oil pan sensor, or oil sensor, it's not going to have one basically. I mean, I guess I could put a light on there. I might do that when it trips. It does have an oil sensor on the engine right here. An oil sensor here. So I guess I could just hook up to that and run a light to it. Excuse me. Anyway,